Hello, so we're going to take a look at the Phantom Operative and how it's unlocked. Except that this video is only going to be part 1. Now, we know that there are some criteria you have to meet to do the Phantom Operative, and you need to start doing these now. We know that hidden under the ground on the Hangar 21 map is this room with a force field, and behind the force field is the Phantom Bow. But there's a key code you need to get past the force field, and nobody knows what the key code is. So, how do you get the bow? That is the question everybody's asking, because you need the bow to do the Phantom Operative assignment. This room, the bow, and the force field and the keypad are accessed through an elevator, and the elevator is actually on the standard Hangar 21 map. In game, what you need to do is run up this tunnel here, and at the top of this tunnel there is an elevator, and it's the same elevator that's in the secret room down below. Now you'll notice that the lights have started flickering in Morse code. This won't happen when you normally go into this elevator. The reason these lights are flicking is because I've done some groundwork on this assignment, and that's what I'm going to tell you about, what you need to do just to get to the start of the assignment. So, unfortunately for those who haven't done them, you have to do all 3 of the earlier Phantom assignments, because you need the dog tags and they need to be equipped. So that means you must have done the Phantom Prospect to get it. Now you also need the Phantom Camo and the Phantom Weapon Camo, and that means you must have done the other 2 Phantom assignments. So the Phantom Trainee gets you the Phantom Weapon Camo, which you can see here, it's the snakeskin one, and you need to have that equipped on your weapon. And you also need the Phantom Camo for your soldier, and for that you must have done the Phantom Initiate. If you do the Phantom Initiate, you get the Phantom Skull Camo. So to do the Phantom Operative, you must have done the Phantom Prospect, the Phantom Trainee, and the Phantom Initiate. So if you haven't done those and you want to get the Phantom Bow, you're going to have to start doing them now, because you need them to get into the elevator and get the elevator working. The other thing you need to get the elevator working is at least one of these dog tags. Well, you don't need this one. That dog tag isn't anything to do with it as far as I know. You do need one of these other 4. These are the final stand map dog tags. So you have one for Hammerhead, one for Whiteout, one for Hangar 21, and one for Giants of Corellia. So if you've got all the Phantom assignments completed, you've got the dog tags, the weapon camo and the soldier camo, then you can start looking for these dog tags on the maps, and they're very well hidden. The dog tags spawn in small boxes, and I mean small. These things are about the size of an iPhone in the scale of the maps, and you have to find them. Now on Whiteout, they're white, so they're pretty hard to spot with the naked eye. But fortunately, they spawn in about 1 of 20 places on the map. But it's random, and if you don't know where the places are, they're almost impossible to find. Now here I'm trying to land a helicopter up on this ridge, because that little mav there is happily pointing out where one of the boxes has spawned for me. So I kind of crash and then drop down onto this ledge, and with the naked eye it's not that easy to spot. Now I've got thermal scope on my gun because they do glow. There it is. That is the size of the box you have to find on an entire map. Now they do glow blue on Whiteout. On Whiteout the boxes are thermal, so they're easy to spot with something like an IRNV, but with the naked eye it's not that easy to see when I'm right on top of it. What you need to do is knife the box. When you do, you'll get a little symbol that says press E. You press E and you get your premium dog tag. Now because these little boxes have a heat signature on Whiteout, they're much easier to spot on this map. But you are going to need more than just the Whiteout one, because almost everybody is going to have this and only one person can use it in the elevator. So here I am in a map, and there you can see the little box. So I'm spotting for other people as they help me find one. So I tell them I've got it, and then I'm going to show them where it is. So go down on the ground and show these guys where this thing is. It's in between these two boxes, but here you can see the perils of working as a team. This guy knifes it, but then shoots it, destroys the box and can't get the dog tag. Now if you know where these things spawn, you can go out and look for them yourself. On your own, it's nice and easy, and you know somebody's not going to come along and shoot it and try and steal it from you. So here you can see one on Hammerhead. Something that's worth noting is there's only one spawn on a map at any one time. Once it's used, it then respawns somewhere else a few minutes later. So if somebody finds one, don't give up hope, another one will spawn soon. Here is the whiteout dog tag in the character customization, and it's equipped with the phantom dog tag. This is what you need to get in through the elevator. You need 4 people with their phantom gear equipped, and each one having a different final stand dog tag. Now at the moment I've got 2, and it's taken me all day to find 2. But there is a little shortcut, and that's what I'm going to show you now. If you go onto the Battlefield 4 Reddit page, so that's r/battlefield_4, you'll see a post by Death3D. It will probably be on the front page, and it's called All Final Stand Dog Tag Locations, and it's being constantly updated. It's a very good source of finding where these things are. So this is how I found the dog tag on Hammerhead. You get a map and you get pictures showing the locations that the boxes spawn in. Now it's not guaranteed it's going to spawn in one of these, because I think there's about 20, maybe 24 locations these things spawn, and so far these don't have all of them, but they do have a good selection of them. So if you jump onto a map, check out all these places, don't find one, then just jump off that map and jump onto another one. That's what I've been doing. It's a much easier way than trying to search an entire map for a small iPhone box. So to recap, here's the preparation work you need to do for the Phantom Operative. If you haven't already unlocked the 3 previous Phantom assignments, you need to do that. You're going to need the Phantom Weapon Camo, the Phantom Soldier Camo and the Phantom Dog Tag. And talking of dog tags, you're going to need a few at least of the 4 Final Stand premium dog tags, and the best way to find those is through Reddit. I'll link Death3D's post in the description below, and that's what I'm using to help try and find these dog tags. And that should get you started down the road to the Phantom Operative. Now they don't know the code to get through the force field yet to get to the bow, so you do have time. Not sure how long it's going to take to crack the code. It doesn't seem like anybody's really got any clues as to what the code is or where it's from. The only reason we know that the room and the bow exist on the Hangar 21 map is because somebody hacked it, so I think you've got plenty of time to get this done before the next stage of the Phantom Operative, but I could be wrong. Thanks for watching.